Hello, welcome to September. We are participating in the Rebellion Readathon hosted by Mel over at Melanor Reads, and I am going very chaotic, and because it's me. Are we kidding? If I don't have a chance to have fun and be chaotic, who am I? So, to play, you can either do the basic mode, which is literally just read the 4 objectives only. You can do the easy mode, where you roll 2 6-sided dice and move along the board. There's also the hard mode, which is roll 1 6-sided dice and move along the board. Or there's achiever mode, which is do all 44 squares on the board. So, we have our orders. And a couple of these prompts, you read for what your order is. So my fucked up chaotic brain goes, well, we're not gonna pick. We're just gonna roll, and whatever prompt we get, we get. So I think there's a total of like 54 on prompts. All the objectives are in here, all of the other ones. There's training prompts, roadblock prompts, and side quests, and info gathering. And I pulled all of the prompts off of the Google Doc, and we have this lovely spinner wheel. I am going to be spinning this throughout the month, and we are going to be reading books that fit the prompt. So let's have fun and see how many of these we can actually do. I think there's one that's post a photo, which I'm probably not gonna, I don't know. We'll see. I think that's the only one that's really not about reading. But that's fine. All right. Are we ready? Because I'm not. But we're going to try this. Go. All right. And go. Complete a reading challenge prompt or a 2025 goal. Okay. I'm not really participating in year-long. I mean, I'm kind of loosely doing Herkid, but not. That's more of a as I go throw something on there challenge. But my 2025 goal is to read down my physical books. So, you're on my phone. Through actually. We're gonna remove that because we don't need it anymore. I need my, here we go. I just want to see what I got from Libby real quick. Nope. Wait, it's gonna make me log back in. That's really rude. Oh, wait. Okay, so I do need to do the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because it's due in 2 days. And I own it. So that works. We're gonna do that. We are gonna go for The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I have the audio, obviously, on Libby. There's a couple others on here that would work. I own the Neverlist, Deep End, Chain of Gold. I also own The Curse of the Spectre Queen. I own Dearest. I own The Raven Scholar. Do I own Missing Dead Girls? I don't think I do. Okay, we're gonna go for Addie LaRue just because I do need to read it. And it's due in 2 days, so. Our first book is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. Don't know how I feel about that, but. Okay, so we are getting close to needing a new book. So I figured I'd hop on here with you guys while I have a second. And let's spin for our next prompt. So, 2, 1, go! Alright. Please be a good prompt. Please be an easy prompt. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. A comfort book / genre? The thing is, like, I don't have comfort genres. Well, I mean, I really don't. Like, I read a lot of everything, but, I mean, I mostly read thrillers and fantasies. But I branch out and I read a lot of everything. I guess I have been reading a lot more manga, too, but I could throw a manga on here. You know what? Screw it. Let me go. I'll be right back. Okay, so for comfort read, I am going to continue in The Promised Neverland. This is volume number 9. And it's short and sweet. And this one is kind of more of a comfort, I guess. It fits. It fits. But that also means we need to spin for a audiobook. Because I need an audiobook, so. Alright. Here we go again. Okay. And let's spin. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, currently I am reading Addie LaRue, and I'm probably not going to pick this one up yet. What is the opposite? I need a color wheel. Opposite of red is green. I need a green book. Well, shit. What do I have out? Well, technically it's black, but my copy is red for The Invisible Life. I need a green book? Chain of Gold. I want to use one that I have due like literally tomorrow, but that's not gonna work. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare is what we are gonna go with, and I do have the audiobook. I believe I have the audiobook for this, so that's gonna be our next one. I need to read it, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will see you guys in a while. Hello. I just finished The Promised Neverland Volume 9, and I can't really give you an update on it because it is Volume 9, but we're just continuing on the story, and stuff just keeps progressing, and I still want to continue in this, and we will eventually. But I wanted to update you guys and say that I finished technically my first book, because I still have not finished Addie LaRue, but we will, because we're gonna work on that. I have an ambiance going, you can probably hear it, and I am going to work on this blanket that y'all have been seeing me work on, because I need to finish it. I want to finish it before I start another project. So we are gonna do that. And yeah, I'm gonna go finish Addie. And I will see you guys when I finish it. Alright guys, so we finished technically our second book, because we finished this one earlier. But we finished, and I know we already rolled for my next one after this, which is the color prompt, but I have Nosferatu that is literally due in 2 days. So, did I hold that up? I don't know if I did. So, we are going to try to roll to get, or spin, to try and get the prompt for it, and if not, I'm just gonna read it, listen to it, and get it out of the way. And because we are doing every prompt period, so I might just do that and just take that prompt off of here, because I have it for a specific prompt. The prompt is a number or a symbol in the title or on the cover. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Read a book with a number or a special character in the title, and Nosferatu does hit that prompt, and it's a spooky book, and it's almost spooky season, so I do want to get to it. My hair is like something else today, so but yes, we are gonna spin. You guys are going to watch and see if we can do this. I'm kind of hoping we can. I'm kind of like in your guys's. There we go. This button. Alright, we are screen recording. Alright. That is not what we wanted. I mean, it would work. And then I'd have to find a different book. So, for read a fast-paced book, I think I'm just gonna go with number 10 of this. And just keep going. And then we can still use this prompt. And so, fast-paced book, we are gonna go with number 10. It's over there. I'm not grabbing it right now. So, remove that and spin again. And hopefully we get number prompt. No. We can't use number 11. Honestly, because these are monsters. Like, just so everybody knows, these are not cutesy. These are very, very, like, horror filled. Like, they're literally monsters eating children. So, like, if you go into these expecting a cute little manga, don't be surprised when you get, like, halfway through the first one and they're trying to eat children. So, like... But number 11 does fit, so I guess we're reading volumes 10 and 11. Let's spin again. Not even close. Volume 12 works. Looks like we are literally reading the rest of Promised Neverland. Oh. I'm not mad about it, though. I'm really not mad about it. Alright, one more time. Read a book with... Okay, well, I'm not taking that one off because I don't have a... I think I do. I'm just not gonna go search through my stuff, but I am gonna shuffle these and we're gonna spin one more time just see if we can get that number prompt. And we're not. Hey, I never took that one off. We never took that one off. We don't want that one. That's a respin. This isn't working. But read an ebook. I can finish Shield of Sparrows because I'm still not done with that. I think we're gonna do that. I should be writing all these down, but I'm not. But I will write this one down. Because that one does fit that one. Because I am reading it on ebook. Alright. One more time. Y'all are watching me struggle. I just want to read Nosferatu. Swap out a book on your TBR using a coin toss. I think I'm gonna save that prompt for later because we don't really need to swap anything out yet. We're gonna keep that one on there, but I don't want that one yet. It's literally not going to give me the one I want. With a creature on the cover, like, do these have creatures on the covers? No. One more time. Green book, actually, what can we use for that? Because I literally just read my green book, or I'm reading my... Ooh, can I double up on that prompt? Do we want to double up on prompts? We could. It's not fully green, but there is green on it. So I'm going to count that. We're going to do close your eyes and count to 10 for our green cover. Oh boy. Read a book with a map? I'm going to have to look at books for that one. So we're going to just... That didn't exist. No. Read a book heavier than your last read. That one would fit Nosferatu. Close your eyes and count to 10 will work for number 2. I mean, that one does work because that one is thicker. Okay, we're gonna use it. Read a book heavier than your last read. We are gonna be using Nosferatu because I need to read it. It's due very soon. And we need to get the freaking prompts because apparently the prompts are not working for me. So, we're using this one for Nosferatu. I will see you guys later. Hello, friends. I figured I would pop on here because I finished Nosferatu last night and I don't have any words for it. Like, honestly, going into it, I thought it was going to be a completely different book than what I listened to. I had to actually go grab my phone off the table at work just to make sure I was actually listening to the book that I had picked. Because I'm like, what in the hell am I listening to? And we were going through it, and like the first part of it, I'm like, am I listening to Krampus again? Like, what? Like, and then we kept going on, and I'm like, is this just a bad retelling of Krampus? And then it just kept like getting like, Krampus was already a fever dream for me. Like, that book was so fucking unhinged. I don't even know what happened in Krampus, because there are spots where I was just like, what the fuck just happened? And same shit in Nosferatu, and I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, there's like this fucking guy who's going around kidnapping children. Just kidnapping children. And he's all acting like, oh no, it's fine. They would have had a horrible life otherwise. And I'm just like, you just like straight up like beat the living shit out of the parents and like took the child. Like, what? And the way that they're described, like, they're like vampire children. And I'm just like, dude, you're literally sucking the life out of these kids. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then shit just gets more and more unhinged. And we're following Victoria. And as she's a child, so she's like 12, 13. And she's literally riding on this fucking bike. And all of a sudden, this bridge just takes her to her school to find this photograph that she was missing. And apparently this happens a lot. And she gave her poor janitor a fucking heart attack. And I think he died or something. I don't know. Like, something happened to the janitor. He either had a heart attack and died, or he got institutionalized because he went off his rocker. And to be honest, I would have too. Just look up, mopping floors. Oh, there's a bridge and a girl coming over in a bike in the school hallway. Like, what? No. And then it just kept getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And then she rides her freaking bike to this 20-year-old girl who acts like she's like 10. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? There's like magical elements in here. This girl can predict freaking shit with her Scrabble board. Like, what is going on? Like, and then Vic gets older and she has a child of her own, and I'm sure you probably see where this goes going. Before that though, she was like 17. She called her dad to come pick her up, and in the background, his girlfriend is like, I don't want her over here, I don't want her over here, I don't like her, blah, 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 like, tell her to go away, tell her to go home, and she's not allowed over here, and I'm like, that is your freaking boyfriend's daughter. Like, what? Like, what? And I don't know, it was weird as fuck, and her dad was a piece of shit. Like, he straight up walked out on her and her mom after the second incident, because she came back from the girl's house and her eyes bleeding. And literally, like, to the doctor and blah, blah, blah. And it was like 2 days later, he just up and left and like, okay, bye. And she's like, well, I want to go with dad. And her mom's like, your dad doesn't love you. He walked out on you too. And I'm like, ma'am? What? And then, I don't know, it just gets more and more unhinged. But when she's 17, she gets an argument with her mom the day after her dad pretty much told her to go fuck herself and go home. And she snuck back into her mom's house and was able to get in somehow. I don't remember how. And she ran away. The argument was, there's something about her mom found her ecstasy or something, and cigarettes, I think there was weed, condom, I don't know. There was some shit that her mom found, and she's like, nope, you're grounded, you're not leaving this house. And she's like, straight up, like, fucking jumped out her window. Like, I don't remember how that happened, but she ran away. Like, straight up, like, piece the fuck out. She found her bike. I don't remember how, but her bike was lost from the when she was 13 in that incident, and now she found it and she rides it, and she meets the Nosferatu guy, Charles Manx, I think is what the name was. And then some shit goes down, and then he's arrested and shit, and then all of a sudden she goes fucking nuts. And when her baby's little, and all of a sudden the phone's ringing all the time, like everywhere. She's literally going insane because the phone won't stop ringing. Every time she answers it, it's the kids from freaking Christmas land wanting to know when their dad's coming back and why they did this to them and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and shit just gets fucking insane, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, what? The ending, I don't even know what happened. Like, the last like half hour of the audiobook, it was just like bam 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 bam, and I'm like like, what? Oh my god, I don't know what I listened to. I feel like I was going insane listening to it. Like, it was just like, but we are going to moving on to our next book, and I already have a shit ton of those because just try to fit this book in, I had to spin the wheel like 10 times, and I'm just like, oh my god. So, we need to listen to Chain of Gold, because I still haven't done that, and then I think I got like 3 volumes of The Promised Neverland we need to read at some point. I need to finish my ebook that we rolled, and then, Close Your Eyes and Count to 10 was my green cover, because, you know, I didn't know what else to pick. Do I have a green cover in here? No. The only green cover that would work is that one, and I don't really want to double up on prompts, so we're gonna leave that one for whatever the hell I spun. I don't even remember what that one was. We'll have to watch that one back to see what that book is for, but I need to go to bed and let my brain process what the hell it listened to last night, and I will see you guys when I finish another book, possibly. I mean, I will see you guys when I finish another book, I just don't know when. But have a great day, and I will see you guys in a while. Hello, and let's talk about this. I don't really have a lot to say other than it's been a hot ass minute since I have been in any of the Shadowhunter world, and some of the names, like, I know that name. Don't remember who the fuck is who. And so we are following Will and Tessa's children in this. We get to see Jem. Oh, Jem. We love Jem. So this is before the first series, City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments. But this is after the Infernal Devices. And we get to see more and more and more of the Conclave and everybody that is a part of it. And we get a little bit more of Idris and the Shadowhunter Academy that was shut down. And then they brought it back later. I know they re-upped it. I think it was because of Valentine or whatever the fuck his bitch-ass name is. But we're following Cordelia Carstairs, which, if you remember names, you remember that one. She is the one that is... We follow Carstairs in the Dark Artifices series. The Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, Queen of Air and Darkness. Those ones. With the Blackthorns, I believe, is what their names were. I can't remember what her name was, but she was a Carstairs because she had Cortana, or whatever the name was, of the sword. And I believe it was a Blackthorn that she was with. I can't remember. Like, these are all interconnected. Like, just remember, all of these are interconnected. And then we get to meet Fairchild's, which is Clary's. And then we get to meet some Herondales. And then, what is, the Lightwoods. Like Alex. Baby Alex. Their ancestors. I don't know, the whole entire time I'm listening to this, because I'm about halfway through, all I could think about is Simon, and every time I hear Magnus bang, I go, Alec. Because that is my favorite couple out of all of them, besides Will, Jem, and Tessa, is Magnus and Alec, because they are just adorable together. I will... But there's been some demon attacks that I'm kind of, like, I'm not getting into it, but I am at the same time. This one is, when Cordelia's father is accused of a terrible crime. Her and her brother travel to London in hopes of preventing the family's ruin. Cordelia's mother wants to marry her off, but Cordelia is determined to be a hero rather than a bride. And soon, Cordelia encounters childhood friends, James and Lucy Herondale, and is drawn into the world of glittering ballrooms, secret assassinations, and supernatural saloons where vampires and warlocks mingle and with mermaids and magicians. I just forgot there's mermaids in this. All the while, she must hide her secret love for James, who's sworn to marry somebody else. But there are demon attacks. Like, I mean, we're shadow hunting, you know? Is it a shadow hunter book if we're not fighting a downworlder? Ragnar is in here. Like, thank you. We like a good warlock. I keep hearing Magnus's name, but I don't actually see Magnus in here. It's just a typical Shadowhunter book. I really don't have a lot to say other than they're children that are doing things that children should not do, but they are Shadowhunters, so it is okay, right? But it's not. And I do have to say, Will and Tessa actually have a pretty tight hold on their children. Do they know what they're doing 24/7? No. Do they keep tabs on their children? Yes. Which, in all honesty, it's Will and Tessa. How would they not? You know? But I am enjoying it. It's not going to be my favorite one, obviously. But I still have a love for the realm of the Shadowhunters, and I always will, and think I've been scared to pick this one up because I don't want the world to end. And this is my last trilogy of hers in this world, because I don't think she's written anything else. I don't believe she has. Like, I think this is it. I actually don't know if Cassie has put out a new book besides I think the Rag Picker King was the last one. I can't remember what the first one was. But I don't think she's put anything else out in the Shadowhunter world besides this. And that's kind of why it's taken me so long to get to it, because I just don't want to leave. But if I don't read it, then I don't get the joys of it. But the Shadowhunter world, and it will always have a special place in my heart. So it's just kind of an auto-buy at this point. And these are the only copies of these ones that I own in hardcover. All of my other ones are the special paperback ones that have the people and the landscape on them, because I think they look absolutely gorgeous on my shelves. And will I buy these and those? Yes, because I need them, and I know that they're out now, and I need them because they are gorgeous. And the way they look on my black shelves is just, oh, yes. But I don't know. I'll update you guys when I'm done. This is more of just I'm vibing, and I already love this world. I've already been immersed in this world, and I'm just happy to be back in this world, pretty much. But that is all of the update that I have for you guys. And I will see you guys when I finish. Hi friends, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a hot ass minute. Did it take me a couple days to finish this? Yes. Have I finished anything else? Yes. I finished, Promise Neverland 10. Did I do a clip for that? We'll find out. If you watch it before this. I honestly have just been living the last couple days. I have the night off tonight and tomorrow, so I got 2 days off to kind of, it's been a fun week, but I finished. Do I have much of an update? That cliffhanger ending, Cassie. Oh, like, why? Why do you gotta do this to me? I will be continuing. That's not even a question. We all know how I feel about the Shadowhunter world, so it will be continued eventually. I did have a grand time with this one. We're shoved into the universe yet again with new children. We do have old characters from Infernal Devices, and we also have people that we've met through Infernal and through Mortal Instruments, and it's just kind of a grand old time. And Magnus, we love Magnus, so but yeah, that one, I'm going to put it as a 3.5 star. It's not my favorite in the series. It was okay. I didn't hate it, because, I mean, Shadowhunters, duh, but it's not my favorite out of all of them. But it was still good. So, we are going to move on. I have my handy-dandy recording up of what in the hell that I picked, because I don't even remember what I even had, because I don't even remember what this one was. It's been a day, it's been a week, it's been a time, okay? Don't judge me, because I actually want a basic ass pen. This one's weird. Okay. I don't even know what prompts we are on, to be honest with you. I don't even know where my other. That's because they're screen recordings. They're in here. Okay, but like, what did I pick? What was our first book? Read a comfort book. That one was Promised Neverland. Read a book with a cover color on the opposite side of the color wheel. That was Cheetah. That was our first one. Complete a reading challenge. And that one was Addie LaRue. This was a fast-paced book, which would have been 10. Promised Neverland 10. Don't really need sound. This one. Book featuring a monster as a character. And that one was Promised Neverland 11. Involving found family. I think that one was 12. There's also a couple in here that I ignored, just because I really didn't want to prompt at the moment. I'm pretty sure I ignored Weapon on cover, because actually I can pull my wheel up. Read an ebook. That one is Shields of Sparrow. Did I get heavier than your last book? I think I did. I don't remember what I did with it though. Green cover, which I have The Curse of the Spectre Queen, which is green. So that one was used for that. I don't even remember what Nosferatu was now. Read a book heavier than your last. I don't know what I did with this one. That one might have been chain gold. I don't know what I was thinking for that one. Nosferatu. Okay. So Chain of Gold was opposite cover color, which was Addie LaRue, which was red, and green is after that. And just an update on how many prompts we have so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have it finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to read Promise Neverland 11 and 12, finish Shield of Sparrow, and listen to A Curse of the Spectre Queen, and then we can spin again. I'm gonna go do that. Good morning, friends. I have finished, I told you about 10. I have finished 11 and 12 of The Promised Neverland. Don't ask me what prompts they were for. I did a little update on what prompts are for what before this. So, but these two are done. We are moving on to this one. I think I picked for green cover. It's green. So we are moving on to The Curse of the Spectre Queen, and for the longest time I thought that said spicier, but it does not. It's the Spectre Queen, and this is our next book, and we will be going right on into it. I really don't have much thoughts on The Promised Neverland. It's same old. We just keep moving along in the world. I can't spoil it because I'm now on volume 13, and if I spoiled anything, you might as well not read it. They're very short. They're like 180 pages. It's not cutesy. I promise you that. Like, it is a very demon world that we are in. That's all I can really say about it. We're still following Emma and the kids from the first book. There's been more things happened, but telling you what happened in this one will give away a lot of what happened in the first one. So read the first one. But that is what I am doing. I am going to be working on this today. We are so close to being done. So we are going to do that. And I'm going to listen to The Curse of the Spectre Queen. And I will see you guys when I'm probably about halfway through. So, talk to you guys soon. Hello, friends. I just realized that I don't think we talked about this. I did finish it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like, the first part went, and I'm like, oh god. Like, I totally thought this was, like, a full fantasy. Like, about a queen. It's not. Like, this is more of, like, a murder mystery type thing. Well, not murder. But it's about this girl, and I still have my bookmarks in there. Samantha Knox. She is working in this antique bookshop who is run by her best friend's dad. And, well, her best friend and her had a falling out because Sam would rather work in this bookshop than go to academy with Joe. So they kind of had a little falling out. You know, it's fine. Whatever. Well, she gets this book. So she goes to her boss's house, or her best friend's house. And she's like, I don't know what this is. Like, y'all need to look at this. And she meets her best friend's brother there, Bennett. And he's like, oh, this is my boss's handwriting. And blah, blah, like, he sent this. Like, So he takes the book and he goes back to Chicago with it, and he's gonna go find his boss and blah blah blah. Well, when she leaves Bennett's house, she goes back to the bookshop, and when she gets there, she's like, something's wrong. The door was wide open. Well, there's these guys who are looking for the journal. Weird. I don't know. And then we kind of go on this little adventure and things start happening, and Joe and Sam kind of rekindle their friendship and everything, and it was fun. It was kind of like a more kid version of the Da Vinci Code with just different stuff. Like, it was just like that little adventure type of finding, like, stuff that they were looking for and everything. Like, it was fun. It was a fun little read. Am I gonna keep this? I don't know. I kind of do, but I know I'm never gonna read it again. But it was a fun read, and it does look cool, but I don't know if I want to keep it. I don't know. But it was definitely 3 stars. Like, it was a fun read. And then we spun again, and I don't think I did like a little voiceover for that one, because I was at work and I needed an audiobook ASAP. But we rolled and we spun, and we read a book with a friend / book club book. And there was a couple choices I could have used, but I needed to get to this one ASAP. It's Direbound by Sable Sorensen, and I don't even know. Last time I checked, I was on like chapter 41-ish. So, we're close then. I have some thoughts. But we're following Marin, and the beginning is a little, like, she's literally in a fight club. Like, she's fighting. And, in the slums where she is, she's poor. And her mom is not mentally well. Like, she's very, very just, like, out of it and just kind of crazy. But there's these, they're called nabbers, and they steal children. And we get to learn about all of these. And then, she's got a boyfriend. His name is Lee, and who is very, very sweet. Like, a little too sweet, honestly. But some things happen. Her and Lee are literally talking right outside the house, and when she goes back in, she noticed that, what is her name? Selah, her sister, is gone. The nabbers came and literally took her from right underneath her nose while she's right outside of her house with Lee there. And it's just kind of like, so she goes and enlists into the army that they have, thinking that she'd be sent to the front so she can go find Selah, or her sister. Well, that doesn't happen. She ends up being into the bound class, and she literally has to fight her way to the top of the mountain and blah blah blah. And while she's up there, one of the direwolves comes, and she's really doesn't give Marin a choice. Like, she's just like, Marin's sitting there, like, literally screaming at the top of her lungs inside of her head, like, no, don't bond to me, I don't want to be bound, blah. And I'm laughing, just kind of listening to this, because Wolf's like, suck right now. Like, so she's pissed. And then she can't even bond with this wolf, because the wolf is like, you don't even want to be here, so. And then some things happen, and but I'm loving it. Like, this is probably gonna be a 4.5, maybe a 5-star. I'm not sure yet, but I am enjoying this quite fully. There are some spots that I'm like, will you go away? Like, go away. We don't like you. But, yeah. I will talk to you guys when I finish a little bit more. I don't honestly think I have that much. I think about that. I don't know. I'm very close to finishing, and I need to know what happens. But I will see you guys when I finish this. And catch you on the flip side. I finished. Thoughts on this lovely book. I don't want thoughts. So spoilers, like, jump ahead. If you have not read this, skip this. Skip it. Because we need to have a chat. So we're following Marin, and there's this guy named Lee who, you know, gets with her and wants to be with her and blah blah blah, and weird royal messenger, yeah, it's fine, you know. And then her sister gets nabbed by the nabbers, and she's like, well, I gotta go get her, like. So she goes and enlists, so she go to the front so she can find her sister. Well, plans shift, and she ends up in the bound class, so they're now, she's like, no, like, I need to be in the front. And so she climbs this mountain with some people that with friends that she met. They bond later, and these twins, Isabella and Vanna, and so they go and they climb the mountain. And she's like, no, I don't want to be bound. And I'm laughing because she's literally screaming inside of her head at this wolf. And the wolf's like, and Nas is like, suck. We're bonded now. And I do love that. So Marin doesn't want to be bound. Like, she is very determined to go find her sister and blah, blah, blah. Well, little do we know that comes later. She fights the bond. Like, she's literally fighting, and then she finally figures out, oh, maybe I shouldn't fight this so much, blah, blah, blah. I guess I'm here, and I guess I have to do this. And, well, no shit, Sherlock. Like, so she finally gives into the bond, and her and Anasa, like, they still have issues throughout the whole entire book, which it is what it is. It just kind of shows that trust needs to be built. Like, fully built. And, well, shit starts going south, and Vanna, well, during one of it was not the final battle, it was supposed to be the final battle, the Unity battle or whatever, poor Henry, gets brutally murdered by not even murdered by his wolf, like, Marin had to go and literally, like, because the wolf had gone and was like trying to kill him because what's his name decided to cut the wolf up and blah blah blah. So they're like, okay, we're dying together. But the wolf was like brutally, like, if you do not like gore or you don't like descriptions like that, do not read this book, or just skip those parts because it goes into detail. And it wasn't a lot for me, but it was definitely enough to pause and be like, whoa. But in that, they noticed that they kind of went through a weird door that goes below the arena. So her and Vanna are like, okay, what the fuck's up? So Vanna goes and investigates. And little do we know, the children are literally under the fucking castle. And I'm like, this bitch, oh, and Lee is the fucking crown prince named Killian, and I'm just like, alright, a little bit sus there. And then the one thing that really pissed me off is the prince lied to you. Like, Lee straight up lied to you. He didn't even tell you he was a prince and blah blah blah, and he's kind of like brushing the kids off a little bit and like, oh yeah, no, we're working on it. And then there's a part where there were like 4 more children who ended up disappearing, and he didn't say shit to her. And she still goes up, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, not even thinking the king had anything to do with it. I'm like, yeah, no, you know, it's a little convenient that you were there the night that Selah was kidnapped. Like, you were literally outside with Marin outside the front door. Like, not convenient at all. And then the gaslighting that he did, because there's what she's like, dude, she's like, Killian, I found her. She's underneath the castle. Like, blah, blah, your dad is doing this and shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, we just gotta kill him and blah, blah, blah. And then, there's this final battle, like, it was supposed to be, like, their bonding ceremony or whatever. And he's like, shit's changed. We're gonna have one more fight. So they're literally, like, having a free-for-all fight, and Marin goes and literally kills the king. And Killian's like, no, Marin, that was all in your head. You've gone crazy like your mother. Like, your mother, you're hallucinating and going nuts like she was, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, you are a spineless piece of shit. And then shit keeps going south, and, well, she's the queen. She's literally the bloodlines, the Dire Bones queen from the line that was usurped like 500 years before this. And come to find out, the guy who fucking did it is literally inside Killian. And I'm just like, and then something happens to Selah, and I'm just like, I hope you fall off a cliff. I hope you die the way that Henry died, because that was mean, and you deserve it. And I'm just like, I need book 2. I straight up just need book 2, because this was mean. That's all I gotta say. And can we talk about Stark and how just like, I love Stark. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I need book 2. Sorry about my rant. This was a 5-star. If you couldn't gather, I did really like this book. I don't like Killian, but 5-star, hands down. We do need a spin for our next book while we're here, guys. And I don't know how I'm gonna come down from this though, but Alright, let's spin. Let's get our shit pulled up. Let's see what we got. Well, that one's easy. Read a book from your own TBR. Alright, let's go into... Because y'all are on my phone. And I need to see, like, what I have out. Curse of the Spectre Queen, we just read that. I gave you that update. I need... Ooh, I do own Missing Dead Girl. Pen Pal needs to go back. Ooh. Can I finish Raven Scholar in a day? I don't know, but should we try? Why not? We're going with Raven Scholar. Alright, friends. I am currently only like 12% into this. I think I'm on like chapter 6. I'm not far. Like that much. I don't know how I feel about this yet. We will see how I like this, is how I'm going into this. I'm not sure yet. But I don't want to play Libby Chicken today and literally sit here and try to listen to as much of that as I can before it goes away. So I just got the audio on Libro FM because I can listen to this tonight at work and be just fine. And I'm okay with that. So I want an audiobook that I want to listen to today, because as much as I do want to listen to the Raven Scholar, it's not in my mind right now, and I kind of want a different book to go to. So let's get our wheel up and rolling, because that's what I want right now. Guarantee it. Ready, set, go. Read a book featuring high emotion, romance, or grief. Ooh, I could do Pen Pal. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think we're gonna go with Pen Pal. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with Pen Pal by JT Gessinger and make it work, I guess. I will see you guys when I read a little bit of it. So let's talk about Pen Pal, because I just finished it and what a fucking ride that was. Oh my god. So first off, like it gets down to the nitty gritty very, very quick. If you do not like smut books, do not read this. But like as we progress through the story, like I was not expecting that ending. Like I really was not, and I just kind of sat here and I'm just like, what just happened? Oh my god, what? Like, no, what? Like, I cried a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I cried a little bit. Four stars? Probably a 4-star. I don't even want to move on after that, honestly. But we need to finish the Raven Scholar. That was... wow. I'm still like shooketh. Like honestly, like what? Okay, well, I'm gonna go disassociate and listen to the Raven Scholar and try to stay awake. So I will see you guys in a while. Hello, and it's been a few days. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a few days. And, yeah, have I read anything? Have I finished anything? It's been a week, between work and our freezer broke. So it's been fun at work, honestly. And I'm so happy that I have the next 3 days off because I need it. And it's between work, sleeping, because I can't get enough of that right now, and I had a migraine for the last 2 days, so that's even better because, yeah, I bought a car too. That was stressful as fuck. So, did I do what I want to with Rebellion? No, not even close. We didn't even come close. Have I read a lot? Yeah. Have I read what I wanted to? No. It's currently like the 22nd, I think, 23rd. We're almost at the end of the month. I'm just gonna say that. Like, we are very close to the end of the month. And I really did not read as much as I wanted to in this. Last I left off, we had finished Pen Pal, and I was working on this bad boy. Have I gotten any farther? No. I'm only like 40%, 30%, 40% in, and I just really haven't wanted to pick anything up. I have read a tiny bit of Shield of Sparrows. I'm very close to finishing, but that book is gonna destroy me, so we are just, it has already destroyed me, and I have cried 3 times in the last, like, 10% that I read of that book. I will just say that. So that one's a slow and steady. We're going to ease our way into heartbreak. And that's after I got my heart broken from this book. Because I bawled at work. Like, literally, tears, just standing there staring at a wall of what happened at the end of this book, because I was not expecting, like, what happened, and it destroyed me, like, horribly destroyed me. So, do I want to be destroyed by Shield of Sparrows right now? No, I really don't. Has this put me in a slump? No. I've just been so fucking busy, and I just really have not felt like listening. Like, I haven't had the brain power, is what I should say. Like, I just don't have the brain capacity to listen to an audiobook and retain it at the moment. Like, it's stress, no sleep, work. And, yeah. So I'm calling it quits at this moment, because we need to get this out to you guys. And I honestly thought I was going to be able to read a lot more, but it's fine. Sometimes things just don't work out how we want them, right? It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I read quite a bit, actually. I think we had 12 prompts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we had 12 prompts and I didn't finish 2. So I've read 10 books. Which isn't bad. Because we've read Pen Pal. I've read volumes 9 through 12. Right? Yes. 9 through 12 of The Promised Neverland. Devoured them. Loved it. I'll always love these, honestly. And then we read Addie LaRue. 40-ish%, almost 40% of The Raven Scholar. Loved The Direbound. Curse of the Spectre Queen, which was not at all what I was expecting out of this book, honestly. I still enjoyed it. Chain of Gold. Because, yeah. Am I missing anything? Nosferatu. We read that one too. And I think that's it. Because we had Read a Comfort Book, which was Promise Neverland 9. Color Opposite of the Last Read, which was Chain of Gold. Complete a Reading Challenge, Addie LaRue from my owned books. Read a Fast-Paced Book, Promise Neverland 10. Book featuring a monster, which is Promise Neverland 11. Found Family, number 12. Ebook, Sheila Sparrow. Did I finish? No, I'm close. Which I actually might finish it by the end of the month. But no promises because, again, I'm just easing my way into heartbreak with that one because that one will probably shatter me quite heavily. And then we had green cover, which was Curse of the Spectre Queen. Heavier Than Air Last, which was Nosferatu, which was a wild-ass fever dream ride. Read a Book with a Friend / Book Club, which was Direbound. Read a book featuring high emotion, romance or something, which was Pen Pal, and those emotions were high. That fits so perfectly with that one. And then owned TBR, which was Raven Scholar, which, I mean, we did pretty well considering how big it is. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping to get through all of the prompts, honestly, but, I mean, there's quite some chunkers on here. I think I did pretty good with 10 books. I know like 4 of them are manga, but it's okay. But yeah. I don't really have much to say to you guys other than this was fun. I know I didn't do it the traditional way, but who doesn't love a good spinner wheel? And honestly, it was a lot of fun. Did I do all of my objectives? I don't know. Let's go look real quick. Maybe, if the computer will upload for me. Okay, where is my, that one's TBR Harvest. Here we go. All right, my objectives. I got 1. Read a fast-paced book. That was the only one that I got to, which is fine. I also didn't really do this, like, as you're supposed to. Sorry, Melon. I love you. But I just kind of wanted to use the prompts that Mel has put on here as a challenge to see like what I could read like off my shelves with these prompts with the spinner wheel. So that's kind of how I went through it instead of doing the game board. But it's a beautiful game board. Please go check it out. There's still time in the month. So thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say to you guys other than I did have fun for what I did read. There are definitely some new favorites in here. And some books that completely destroyed me. I will see you guys in my next video. And I hope you have fun. And I hope you like the next video because I have things. So, bye guys. Have a great night.